Guys, today we are reacting to why there are so many Indian CEOs across the world. This video is from a channel called News Think, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's check this out. Have you ever wondered why so many CEOs are from India? Well, this video promises to give us the answer.
Google, Adobe, Microsoft, and IBM are all run by people who grew up in India.
And the UK.
Latest to join these ranks is Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal, who took over from Jack Dorsey.
And
People
YouTube
originally
also.
from India make up 1% of the total US population, yet about 6% of Silicon Valley's workforce. So why are there so many tech CEOs who hail from India? When Satya Nadella took over as CEO of Microsoft in 2014, the company was in bad shape. Bill Gates was reportedly angry and difficult boss. His successor, Steve Ballmer, apparently wasn't any better. Microsoft was also a dinosaur. It had failed to innovate. For example, it lost the smartphone battle to Apple. Along comes Nadella, an engineer who rose through the ranks of Microsoft to become the CEO. Nadella changed the culture of the company. He made it clear anger and yelling weren't welcome. He also sought to make Microsoft relevant.
We now need to make Microsoft thrive in a mobile-first and a cloud-first world.
Under his direction, Microsoft moved its software to non-Windows devices and expanded its cloud business, Azure. That innovative spirit of problem-solving was bred in his native country. India is home
So was Microsoft the first one to get an Indian CEO? Is that what they're saying?
to nearly 1.4 billion people. It's the second most populous country on Earth after China, and is expected to overtake China as the most populous country in
I think they overtook already, right? You guys are the biggest population in the world now.
a few years. Although India has made remarkable progress, poverty is still a major challenge. Nearly
Wow,
a quarter
guys.
of the population lives below the poverty line of $1.90 a day, according to the
What?
United Nations Development Program. They face
Is this true? 22%. That's a high number.
corruption, poor infrastructure, and limited opportunities. So they learn to be resilient, adapt, and overcome endless obstacles. This leads them to be problem solvers, a key asset in any corporation. Sundar Pichai has had to solve many problems after taking over at the helm of Google in 2015, at a time when big tech is being scrutinized over the power they hold. He became the archetype of a kinder, calmer,
Oh,
gentler
Modi.
leader in tech. Pichai earned an engineering degree at one of the Indian Institutes of Technology. The IITs are kind of like the Indian equivalent of MIT, with an even lower acceptance rate, reportedly of 1 or 2%.
I heard that the IIT has the most difficult tests, and it's very hard.
After Pichai graduated, his ticket to America came in the form of a master's at Stanford. Going to a top grad school in the States is how many Indians land up in the land of opportunity.
IIT is also the main topic of the movie Chichori, isn't it?
They appear to follow this well-trodden path. They did their undergrad at a great school in India, got a master's in the US, where they studied STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. More than half of all international students in America pursued a STEM degree in the
STEM.
past academic year. American immigration favors people with specialized skills. After Pichai graduated, he went on an H-1B visa to work at consulting firm McKinsey. The H-1B allows
McKinsey,
American
wow.
companies to employ foreign workers, many of whom are in IT-related fields.
Mackenzie in Brazil is like one of the most prestigious universities.
The US government awarded nearly 75% of these visas to Indians in 2020. In comparison, China trailed far behind in second, at 12%.
Wow.
The fact that so many Indians can speak English is a tremendous advantage in the West, and they're comfortable with American business culture, possibly because it mirrors the thriving IT industry back home in Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad.
Shout
They're
out to
also more
Bangalore,
likely to
Chennai, and
want to work
Hyderabad.
overseas. 80% of Chinese international students return to China after graduating, according to China's Ministry of Education. Chinese entrepreneurs prefer starting their own companies at home. Alibaba is known as the Amazon of
Alibaba.
China. Tencent owns the messaging app WeChat, used by 1.2 billion people. Huawei is one of the giants of the tech industry. China's transition from a manufacturing hub to a tech hotbed has largely been driven by government policy. In the late 70s, Chinese leader Deng Xiaoping encouraged foreign businesses to set up offices in China, which fostered a startup environment.
Wow.
On the other hand,
is
India has
beautiful,
a problem
China.
of too much talent leaving the country for good.
That's what
it
I was
has the highest
thinking.
number of migrants living abroad at 17.5 million,
Oh my
according to the
goodness,
UN.
wow. That's what I was thinking. China, go study, get information, and then go back to China to grow China. India, they end up working in the country that they studied and growing that country. So if there was a project to bring back Indians to India and grow the businesses in India, I think, you know, India would be a huge superpower.
And more Indians gave up their passports to become naturalized American citizens
What?
in 2020 than the Chinese, continuing the trend from past years. However, the brain drain from India may be starting to recede. An increasing number of homegrown Indian startups are becoming
Nice.
unicorns, meaning the
ATM.
companies are valued at 1 billion or more.
The only problem is that, like for example, I've tried to use Paytm in the past, but they forced me to have like an Indian telephone number. So this is exclusively for Indians. So foreigners don't really have access to this, I think.
Data platform Traction tells Newsthink India created 47 unicorns in 2021, a significant jump from the 17 in 2020, and even less in years past. The tech ecosystem is being bolstered by powerful investment firms such as SoftBank that have been pumping money into Indian startups. But in order to entice more people to remain in their
Wow.
native country, salaries will have to catch up with those in the West. The average American tech worker earns around $98,000 a year, according to the online recruiting platform.
That's a lot of
Dice.
money.
Tech salaries in India vary greatly, but the job site Indeed pegs the median salary at $20,000 US, going up to as much as $33,000, which makes them some of the top earners in their country, but still, far less than what they'd make in the States. As salaries grow along with India's startup boom, this could have implications for the number of exceptional individuals desiring to move abroad. The one thing that the CEOs of tech giants have in common is their strong background in engineering. If you wanted to improve your STEM skills, my sponsor Brilliant can help you achieve your goals.
Okay, so I heard that in India, all of the engineers, they're not valued as much as they should, and there are so many engineers that are jobless, you know, looking for jobs. I don't know how factual that is. I saw that in the comments that many people were saying that to become an engineer, you need a lot of luck to find a job because there are so many engineers, and that's mainly the reason some of them leave the country, because of not finding work. I don't know how factual that is, but this does kind of almost answer why most of the CEOs are Indian. It's basically because of talent, because of dedication, and because they don't go back to India when they acquire this education level and they grow in the country. I think basically that's what the video is saying here. So there's a lot of talent leaving India, growing and becoming CEOs in these big companies. Now, the question I have to you is, do you think these talents should go back to India and grow companies in India and grow the country? Or is it better for the companies abroad to have Indian CEOs and somehow that will help India indirectly? Let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching, guys. If you have any other videos you want me to react to, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Now you can get full access to exclusive content, special reactions to shows, series, anime, full movies, and even request a video of your choice. Just become a YouTube member or join Buy Me a Coffee today. Find out more. The link is in the description.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game.